5-2 Tampa. They've taken the series. Tomorrow, I got Garrett Cole on the mound, so hopefully it stops some of the bleeding. But we'll see what happens. And after a very disappointing trade deadline for this team, Yankees fall to the Rays again. It was 5-0. They scored 2 runs in the ninth. They pinch hit Stanton for IKF with 2 guys on in an attempt to try to tie the game, and they struck out against Pete Fairbanks, I think it was. And there's Fire Cashman chants apparently in the stand. No surprise, but it very disappointing. Very disappointing, gang. So shout out to everybody in the chat for kind of hanging in there too after a rough day. A very underwhelming deadline for the Yankees. But shout out to them. We got Anthony's in here, Jonathan, Billy Branch is in the house, the wise one. Yeah, underwhelmed by his team's front office. Yeah, Yankees war room. There he is. He was on our trade deadline live stream earlier, and check out he put out videos. He was one of the first to report the trades the Yankees made. They made 2 today. So let's give him a shout as well. Does a good job. So keep up the good work, dude. Big Al's in the house. Yes, very impatient at the plate, the Yankees. Yeah, Carlos Rodon did not pitch well. They only gave up 4 runs in 4 innings, so not what we needed today. Not what we needed today. And what do you call it? Let's see, something the Yankees not only improved, did not improve the team lineup rotation, the bullpen. I'm trying to see attachments back. I'm afraid I agree with him. Right, then, yeah. Yes, sir. Not even the Bad News Bears, Big Al. Why are you upset with my channel, Big Al? I'm curious. Why are you upset? Please let me know. I'm curious. Are you just kidding? I'm sure there's other channels that are upset with me. I'm probably one of the very few that doesn't spend every single day trashing Cashman, trashing Boone, and all this baloney, and having rants and tantrums and all this stuff. I don't do it. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy. People know that I'm disappointed, just as you are, and you have every right to blame. Have every right to be upset and disappointed. So with this team, but and Jennifer, yeah, I appreciate that, Billy. Yeah, I mean, Hal. I mean, it's, Hal is just dodging everything. Cashman does a lot of his dirty work for him, and Boone does a lot of the dirty work for Cashman. Doesn't want to do so. It trickles down just the way they want it to trickle down, right? So, but anybody who's disappointed with the trade deadline today for the Yankees, hit the thumbs up, just to show. Man, I really want to get 100, 100 thumbs up or 100 angry people up in here. Shout out to you for doing that. 4 Train Express in the building. Hayden's here. Spinning Mantis, Rose, Joe, Kaspzak, Peanuts in the house. You know what I mean? So, CWE. Yes, it was I would agree with War Room here. It's an embarrassing day to be a Yankee fan. Honestly, Sean, I would have rather had IKF hit. I generally don't like pinch hitting for hot players, and IKF's been locked in. I wouldn't have pinch hit for him either. So I'm with you there, Sean. Right, Hayden? Bryce is here. Mike Consigliere's here. Jordan's in the place. Jazzy Vibes. What's good? 4 Train Express. Mazza. The Mazzinator. Pellegrino. Jazzy. Bale. Emilio. Yeah, I mean, it's best to just do our best to put today's disappointment behind us and move on. Tomorrow's another day. And again, we're hearing stuff like Brian Cashman chose to stay the course and didn't buy or sell at the trade deadline. He got 2 relievers. All right, we'll go over that. All right, let me pull this up here because just so you know exactly what they got. Okay, well, look at that. Dallas Keuchel opted out of his Twins contract. Who do we have here? Let me pull up the Yankees acquisitions here. Okay, the Yankees are Keenan Middleton, a reliever from the White Sox, who's going to be free agent at the end of the year anyway. So just a little bit of bullpen depth. I don't really know. They sent back Juan Carrella for him. right-handed pitcher. It's nothing flattering there. But the Yankees also acquired a controllable reliever. And I'm trying to find the other trade here. Uh, Spencer Howard. So he's a right-handed reliever. He's in his last year of pre-arb, and he's got 3 years of arb. So he's not a free agent until 2027. So that's that controllable reliever with several years that I talk about Cashman getting every single year. He did that last year. I said the year before Clay Holmes. So that's what um, that's what he got today. Didn't get the bats. I also heard a lot of teams are frustrated with them because they were looking to get bowled over or blown away for rentals. For the Harrison Betas, for the IKS, for folks like that, Wandy, Severino. Who is going to blow them away for any of these guys? I like what IKF's doing, so I'm happy he's here, and I'm not really upset with Hate Bader either. So, but who's going to blow them away with any of those impending free agents? Any of them? Texas Buckeyes back. What's up, my man? How are you, sir? King of Texas is here. Cashman's still employed because he's close to Hal and does exactly what Hal wants. He makes him filthy rich. Simple. There really isn't much more to it. And he does again. Hal's not going to do the dirty work, so Cashman will do it. And again, what's crazy too is there was talk about them wanting to get under the $294 million threshold, the Cohen threshold. They didn't do that today. And they still have until the end of the year to do it. But you know what I mean? Well, we had dinner earlier, Joel, but she's working right now. She's on this big project, Joel, and that's why. So I'll keep this relatively short and sweet because I do want to spend some time on it. But she has to do a couple hours of work on her laptop, so I got to leave her be, Joel. That's why I'm here. She's got to get it done. She's got a big project coming up, and they have deadlines. So I'm just waiting to hang out. But she got her gifts, her card. She had a nice dinner, so I'll take it. But yeah, everybody, like 4Trainer said, smash the thumbs up if you're pissed and you're disappointed with this trade deadline. Honestly, we are. So it is what it is. The word embarrassment is the word describes his team. Yeah, I mean, Jocelyn, I don't think firing Boone's going to cut it. It's not going to do much. Firing Cashman will do more than firing Boone would. No, Rosarina, unless the Torrent Manfred does, yeah. Yeah, that's a good point, Sean. That's a good point. He does. Last night was good for the mental state. Yeah, people got a lot of stuff off their chest. You know what I mean? So, yeah, the jury. I mean, at least to me, Joe is still out on Rodon. He's been off to a rough start. Ryan, yeah, I would have kept IKF, and a couple of folks would have said the same thing. I don't like pinch hitting for hot players. It just doesn't make any sense. So, 100%. Hey, Ryan, you're entitled to feeling that way, dude. You're entitled to feel that way. So, I don't think it'll upset people. I think a lot of people are saying, what do you call it? Saying the same thing. So, I appreciate that, Big Al. Yeah, exactly. I think Michael does appreciate it. Your point of view is welcome here. And a lot of people feel the same way, dude. So it's all good. Cashman deserves re-signing. I mean, he said that Minaya was going to help and Sabian was going to help. I mean, I don't know what these guys did. So, don't have any explanation. Cashman's done. Today's the deadline for it. It's over. The deadline was 6 p.m., so he's done. So, but this is, I mean, honestly, a lot of this stuff is all Hal, too. Because Hal is the one that would hamstring Cashman, not the other way around. So, you just don't know behind the scenes what the hell happened. The Cashman let him do that stuff. So, does he let Cashman do the things that he needs to do, that he wants to do? So, I don't know. And, rightfully so, the boo's going around Yankee Stadium. Good. Boo these guys. They deserve to be booed. Playing like shit. Uh, Professor, man. I appreciate that, man. Same to you, man. Your channel's awesome. You put out good, honest, consistent content, bro. And you keep a level head even when you're pissed. Not everybody does that, and you know that. So, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate the fact that you do that. You know, not surprised. I'm not surprised. I don't think any of us. I don't think Matt's surprised. I don't think I'm surprised. So, like, it was kind of inevitable. I mean, if anybody gets fired, Ricardo, it's probably going to be Cashman before. Even though he's on a longer term deal, just like Boone is, he'd probably be the first one to go. All right, we need 52 more likes to get to 100. Can we get to 100 likes? 100 pissed off people? Anybody who's angry and disappointed with this trade deadline today, please hit that thumbs up if you haven't done that yet. Definitely want to know we have 100 pissed off people here. It shows that we're all unified here. Yeah. Can teams still make trades after the deadline? Not the same, Mike. I mean, not the same type of trades. So, other types of trades. Guys can be put on waivers and acquired by the teams, stuff like that. With DFA and release, teams can pick them up. But these types of trades, no. Yeah. Yeah, Billy. Exactly, dude. I think the worst thing is having an angry fan base around. Keeps on an angle again. Yes, it will. Yes, it will, Billy. Keep keep spreading the good word, man. You're making great points. You're making always great points as always. Hit Hal where it hurts the most, man, in the pockets. Hit him where it hurts in the pockets. How? Yeah. Yeah, I would have sold pieces too, Justin. They could have probably sold multiple pieces, yet they sounds like they're asking asking for way too much. So, and other teams are, set high prices too. But at the same time, it bit the Yankees. It almost seemed as if they were setting high prices because other teams were setting them too. They just didn't do it as well. No. Verlander pitcher perfect. Damn. Not. We face Verlander later on this weekend, so which that'll be a tough one. That'll be a tough one. Marcel's in the house. Texas Buckeye King. Texas. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. You're the man. If I'm them, I'm going to bring in two starting pitchers at the freaking and free agency this season. Honestly, when you got two players, I wouldn't call them bums yet until they see how they perform here. And people thought Clay Holmes was a bum, and then Matt Blake turned him into a stud. So I know they're not sexy names, definitely not Joe. So, but personally, I'm going to wait to. I'm going to reserve judgment until I see them play here. Not just one game, a stretch. Yeah. I appreciate that, Warren. Yeah, I mean, I try to keep a sense of. Thank you, buddy. Try to keep a sense of perspective. And because I am a fan, and don't need to trash them or trash people on an everyday basis. I just don't. I personally have said so. I don't find value in it. If you're gonna bash and call them names, you got to do it to their face if you want to have any impact at all. Otherwise, wasting time. Are you damn right, Sumit? Martha Dunn, yeah. They need to build better around Judge and Cole. That's one reason why I would try to get two starting pitchers as saucies. You have a pretty big free agent class of pitchers, better than position players. So, Winter Cashman's going to add it. Hicks I hope not, Fritz. I hope not, man. I really hope not. Let's chicken buckets is one of the house helping. Exactly, Beck. Good point, brother. Team's missing the way. Oh, it's definitely missing swagger. 50. All right, we need 44 likes to get to 100. I definitely want 100 upset people, man. 100 people who, are just thinking this team is not doing what it needs to do. and they need to do better. They got to bring in better players here. They do a lot of things better. So Spencer Howard, he's a pitcher. Unfortunately, he's a relief pitcher. I have no idea if he can hit. That's a good question. Neil, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you too. At least my chat is well. I appreciate that, Neil. Thank you. Yeah. Front office. Texas is spot on with this. Forward train, spot off with that. Yeah, both of you guys. Props to both of you. This is true, Sean. Yeah, change of philosophy before bringing new blood. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I mean the Mets made moves, with an acknowledgement that it wasn't working out. They needed to do better. They cleared payroll. They weren't unreasonable. They got some good prospects back. I mean, it would have been a wise plan for the Yankees to follow here, but they didn't, unfortunately, which stinks. And there's a couple of kids I would let play. Just, Oswald Peraza, he's hitting up again in AAA, and a couple other guys too. I don't think Cheetah would do GMing here, Big Al. I'd be curious to see if he did, if he would. We need a couple of players that hate losing, Steven. That's why I watch Cole all the time, because he hates losing. So he's an animal. He's a freaking animal. Tampa Bay's record overall the last 10 years, I don't know. 58 likes. I need 42 to get to 100. Let's smack that thumbs up, gang, if you don't mind. If anybody hasn't smacked that thumbs up, please do. I thank you for it. It's always helpful. Yeah, Philly got Michael Lorenzen. Scott Barlow, the closer for the Royals, got traded to the Padres. Padres got a couple of players too. And Josh Bell, first baseman from the Guardian, was traded to the Marlins. So a lot of teams have made moves, more so than the Yankees. The shift is up in the house. There he is. And Shift was on earlier with me on our trade deadline live stream, and it was freaking lit. I had a lot of folks asking for us to make a podcast together, which is something I would love to do. If it's something you'd ever consider, Shift, let me know. I'll at the very least look into it. That would be a lot of fun, even if it's a once a week podcast where we just go nuts. Because Shift and I we like to make people laugh even in down times too, or keep a sense of levity or calm during rough periods like this. So, Coach Madden. I'm like, Coach Madden. I don't think he would make it here. I mean, he couldn't handle it in Anaheim, so he's also a little bit older as well. A-Rod's not Brandon, who said A-Rod should be the manager, by the way? A-Rod is manager? He's universally hated. They wouldn't do that. He's a good he's a baseball student, a hard worker, A-Rod, but I can't see him as manager yet. Right, exactly, man. Boom. The players are playing like trash. Brandon Boone is just a convenient response. And putting it on him. We can, hold players accountable too. So, Tex, I'm sorry to hear it, man. Get better, and obviously, let's get you ready for a quick and full and speedy recovery as well. So, I hope you're doing well. But it's good to have you on here, man. Always love getting your feedback. Always love getting your feedback, my friend. Something that makes. Yeah, me too, Justin. Wish I could do something that makes sense. I think a lot of us would, honestly. Yeah. Bobby keeps us entertaining, and shifting, but Joey keeps us sane and calm too. And it's okay to what do you call it? It's okay to let loose on occasion. I would bring up Wells, Danny, but Dominguez is nowhere near being ready. He's barely hitting 200 in Double A. He is nowhere close. Wells, I would try, not Dominguez. I think it would hurt his development right now. But Everson Pereira, I would give him a shot. Yeah, Fortran. I get you, bro. Who would hear from Hal or Cash that they're going to make a big move when this team is healthy or championship? Yeah. I hear that, brother. Yeah, just got 2 relievers, and that's it. Exactly, and that's the thing, Lucas. Yeah, keep buying tickets, merch, and subscription. Exactly, exactly. And Big Al, have a great night, my friend. I'm gonna wrap this up shortly too. I go hang with my wife. Bet you left too. That judge is highly disappointed, betrayal. Justin, I wouldn't disagree with you there. I wouldn't disagree. Pinch hitting on him all season. Yeah, shut down Judge. Yeah, man. You're making some valid points, folks. You're making some valid points. They keep playing like crap, Ed. You're absolutely freaking right. They are. And it is very disappointing to see it. Yeah, Cashman did not give a good press conference. He knows the heat's on him. The most heat's on him is by fans. It's all right. The fans are just breathing down his neck like dragons. So I don't get it. Yeah, I mean Judge is responsible too. He missed some. He missed, yes, 100%. Rose. He missed some pitches too, which is why I don't let Judge off the hook either. I don't. So it's not fair. If he's missing just like the other teams and the other players, he's got to be held accountable too. Now, Dan Gibson, I appreciate that. Thank you, sir, for the super chat. Thank you very much. Appreciate the generosity. My guess is they'll get pieces this offseason, fortunately, because they got $70 million coming off the books. So it's my guess, though, but I'll believe it when I see it. His salary and Rodon's salary took him right to the edge. Kind of knew after that they weren't going to really spend. Yeah, Stanton did get booed up for the strikeout. And the ball's right down the middle. He should have caught up to that. Huh? Yeah, no kidding. Fortran. Exactly. Taco Fonzie Moto team. I mean, I had trades proposed last year for Judge to make room for Juan Soto, but you know, people thought I was crazy. People thought I was crazy. No. Dallas 1,000 miles away enjoying the sun and I've been watching. Probably not, Rose. You're probably right. Joel, thank you, man. I appreciate that. It was awesome. Joey's always awesome when he comes on. I mean, anytime I'm able to do some collaborating with him, it's always a blast. It really is. It's my dude right there. That's my dude. My favorite guy to be linking up with on YouTube. Yeah. Yes, they do. They now have the largest payroll in baseball. This is true. They're no longer the Mets. The Mets cut. I don't know how much they cut off their payroll. Joe Torre, yeah, and he's like 85 years old now, Lorenzo. uh, yeah, Cashman is. Yeah, I know. He's in the chat. Cashman, Tim King. They don't have to DFA him, Frankie, as a free agent. You don't DFA an impending free agent. They just won't re-sign him if that's the case. You DFA somebody in season, and if their contract is up at the end of the season, there's no need to DFA. So, and which is probably, I'm guessing, likely what they would do. Is just let him walk. No. Yes, he did, Jonathan. He did left field, one in bullpen. Yes, he did. They said it too, and they still didn't get one. No. They do need some gutting. It's 85 likes. Only need 15 likes, gang. Let's get 15 people who are just frustrated as all heck with this team. Who thinks they did not enough to get the deadline today. I'm one of them. Exactly, Dan. You got to hit him in the pockets. If you're going to hit Hal hard, make him learn a lesson, you got to hit him in the pockets. Yup. Yeah, no kidding. Let's stop playing Cashman. 2 years and failed to close the trade with Miami following. Yeah. This is true, Sean. Yeah. Tickets for September 21st against Toronto. I've got tickets for September 9th, which is Old Timers Day. And All right, September 21st. Didn't trade Donaldson last month. Sat on their hands and kept everyone reaching into the season. I don't think anybody was going to take Donaldson, bro. So it's with his performance, nobody was going to take him, unfortunately. So yeah, Andre. I mean, I went to the stadium 2 weeks ago. It was the first time I've been there since COVID. So it felt good to be back. It really did. 86 likes. All right, we need 14 likes to get to 100. I mean, he might have high upside. And look, I'm glad these types of guys will get a chance to work with Matt Blake. Maybe Matt Blake will find some things here, and so I will reserve judgment on them until they get the chance to work with Blake for the rest of the season. So I personally think it's fair. Texas, thank you, sir. My wife Laura, her birthday is today. Yep. Yes, indeed. I'm not happy you all. Nobody's happy. It's a disappointing deadline. They didn't do enough. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. O'Brien. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate the love for the missus. I appreciate that, Lanky Mike. Thank you, man. Brother, appreciate that. What kind of car do I drive? I got a Volvo and I have an SUV and I have a Suburban. For my wife and I. What about you, Lorenzo? Better huge on the. I know. I hope it's a huge off season, Sean. A lot of money coming off the books. A huge free agent class for pitching, and if I'm them, I'm looking to get aggressive early too. Early. So you're about to rewrite that one, Gene. And Nipsey Hussle's F Donald Trump's not for a boomer. Oh man. When you bid to buy the Yankees, cross your fingers. I believe we'll get this thing. Get it, Ron. Tim can get it, bro. Make a bid, dude. All right, 90 likes. We need 10 likes to get to 100. All right. This is really just terrible play by the Yankees offense. Terrible freaking play. Danny Gibson, welcome to the 161, brother. Welcome. Appreciate you. Welcome to the family, man. Really, welcome to the family. Happy to have you. Very, very happy, man. Love seeing Ed Green. Get ready to have some fun, Danny. Get ready to have some fun, brother. Catch me They better wear a mask. They better go in the back elevator, the freaking service or the freight elevators, because they're gonna get clobbered, man. Looking at the pile, yeah, Brian. I bet you were. Yeah, I saw the game, Drew. Miami is looking good. They made a couple moves. Yep. I wonder what they could have gotten. I wouldn't even know if the prices were too high. Could they have even gotten an offer? Is the question. I have no idea. They were also fielding calls on Nestor Cortez. So AJ Polly, he's a little bit older, isn't he, Brian? Miami, yeah, Josh Bell they got from the Guardians, first base. So they did pretty well, Miami. 100 likes. All right, gang. 100 pissed off people. I love it. Thank you. Thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate you for keeping me updated. Florial the rest of the season. You might as well at this point. No, we're not going to lose Cole. I think it's important. I've said this probably about 10 times already. It's important for people to remember. Cole has an opt-out after 2024, but the Yankees can void it immediately by adding another year to his contract, making it a 10-year deal instead of 9-year deal. So they have all the power in the world to stop his opt-out and void it. So that's an important thing to remember. A lot of folks don't seem to get that, but there's a clause in his contract that allows them to do that. So it's a team-friendly, piece as well. So they got to do whatever they can to make sure Cole stays here. Make this man happy. I agree too, Steven. Yeah, the analytics team needs to be rehauled. They don't use it properly, I don't think. So as long as they get 40,000 fans a game, well, that's a good point, Daniel. Yes, they keep making paper. Yep. Judge probably wishes. I don't know. Maybe. Let Cole. I wouldn't let Cole walk. He must be crazy. Cash composer. He ain't gonna walk anyway. If you're gonna do Yankee podcast, make sure to have a pegboard with cheap awful merch behind you. I don't even almost want to hunt. Santa do a show with you. Hey, like I appreciate the feedback, brother. I will take those genius suggestions into consideration. I'll get a bobblehead too. Tell everybody I'm the greatest. Yeah. No, I'm not ready, Alex, because it's too soon. Personally, Cole can't walk unless and that's if he opts out, they have the power to void it immediately. If they don't void it, then he can walk. But why would they let him just walk? Why would they let him walk? It'd be crazy. It'd be freaking stupid to let the guy walk. You're gonna get catch one way, and I'm telling you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just need to add a year to Cole's contract, and then he stays. And you can't veto it or whatever. No, like Eduardo Rodriguez did today when the Dodgers had a trade lined up for him, and he exercised his no trade clause, blocked the trade to the Dodgers. So, mm-hmm. Severino, I would move on from. Even Domingo Hermano would probably consider moving off him too. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna try to get some length too. 4 runs isn't insurmountable either, Joseph. So, but you know what I mean. In this case, it might be now. I think they can't even overcome 4 runs, which is pretty sad. Stephen B. I'll get the shift on him more. I'll get Joey on here. He does awesome work. Joey gets surgery. What is the move for next year in your opinion? Left field pitcher. Pitchers. I'm gonna try to go for probably Aaron Nola and Blake Snell. Both of them. I'm gonna try to go 2 starters. Um, let's just have a look here. Yeah, yeah. Now let's just look. Okay, MLB free agents 2024. Yeah. Okay, let's read the classes. Let's see. For catcher, Yasmani Grandal, Amar Narvaez, Mike Zunino, maybe. First base, Josh Bell, Brandon Belt, CJ Cron, Eric Hosmer. Let's see. Second base, Whit Merrifield, Polanco, Birdie Johnson, Shoup, Colton Wong got DFA today. Third base, Matt Chapman, Justin Turner, Josh Donaldson, Eduardo Escobar, Evan Longoria. He's still around. Brian Anderson, Gio Urshela, Joey Wendell. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wow. Well, the Houston Astros pitcher, Framber Valdez, has a no-hitter going into the ninth inning against the Cleveland Guardians. He's no-hitting the Guardians right now in the ninth, heading into the ninth. Framber Valdez. One walk. He's one walk away from a perfect game. So he might be no-hitting the Guardians. So back to the position guys, Justin Marks, those types of guys, yeah. Left fielder. Let's go back and look at let's see. Shortstop, outfield. You got Cody, he's gonna be a free agent. Fordo, Kevin Kiermaier, Jock, Top Fan, Mark Canna, Randall Grichuk, Peralta, Jerkson Profar, Hunter Renfro, Grossman, Max Heffler, Will Myers, Victor Robles, Eddie Rosario, Michael A. Taylor, Jesse Winker. No groundbreaking guys, but a couple guys in there. So that's for outfield. Now let's see here. Starting pitcher, you got Otani, Clayton Kershaw, Aaron Nola, Blake Snell, Julio Urias, Eduardo Rodriguez, Lucas Giolito, Sonny Gray, Marcus Stroman, Jordan Montgomery, Jack Flaherty, Lance Lynn, Kenta Maeda, Charlie Morton. There's a lot of Kyle Hendricks, Alex Cobb, Rich Hill, Lloyd Kluber. There's a lot of good pitchers available. in free agency. Who else the folks take pitching catcher? Yeah, that's pretty much it. So a pretty long list of guys, the pitching especially. So they can get some guys. Now I would imagine they'll probably try to make a trade too, of some degree. Who I don't know yet. You know, but yes, Blonde John, the farm system is better than people think it is. They're just players that there's certain players or a bunch of them that people don't talk about. Have a great night, Udo. I'll talk to you and your family, my man. Yeah, Verlander. Oh yes, he will. Matt Chapman is a third baseman. Yeah, free agent. Hal's gonna cry. He shouldn't because they're getting 70 million taken off the payroll, Daniel. So crime poverty isn't really gonna have much credibility for him. It'd be stupid, but you know what it is. And if he's here, I think they'll do more of an overhaul than people think. So yeah, Kershaw. I can't see Kershaw going anywhere. Yep, our farm system's ranked 19th. We got to get better than that. The one thing, not it's not necessarily a good thing, but let's just say the Yankees finish at 500 or whatever in last place, they'll pick probably 10 or 15 picks higher in the draft every round next year. So it's one positive, but it's not necessarily something to brag about or be proud of either. Lapari, always a pleasure. Your 5 no hitters. Is the no hitter completed? Jesus. Talking Yanks interviews. Yanks can DFA. Guys getting DFA to maybe get through it. Maybe, T Drake, maybe. Possible. But man, it's always a pleasure to have you on, brother. You have a great night, man. Be safe, man. Much love, and I'll talk to you. And again, I'm going to wrap this up in like 2 minutes. So the Guardians officially got no hit, okay? Only struck out 7 times compared with 18. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Eduardo Rodriguez blocked a trade to the Dodgers, Aiden. He exercises no trade clause. Yeah, Teoscar didn't get traded either, so. We'll see. We'll see. What are they 3.5 or 4.5 out? I'm not ruling them out yet. Until they're mathematically eliminated, I'm keeping them, around. So it is what it is. But that's just me. Jonathan, have a great night too. But let me let you all go. Yeah, I want to thank you all for coming in. Throw in a towel, get Perez and Pereira. You might as well get your outfielder, infielder. Damn right. Damn right. So, but again, thank you so much for coming on. Appreciate all your support. Appreciate the super chats. Smash that like button on the way out if you haven't done that. Yeah, Gene Secure was released today. Who else is 25 games above with a 60 though? Yeah, it's also great draft picks, great player development too. They've done a really good job of the draft last bunch of years. So Yankees need to do the same. Josh Harrison, he got DFA by the Phillies today. Yep. Yep. There are some pieces out there that the Yankees could bring in at some point, but we'll see. And again. Peace and love to all yous. Appreciate all yous. Welcome our new members to the 161. Have a great night, and I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Peace, NFA, brother. Peace, brother.